Let's bring in Craig Snyder. He's the president and CEO of World Affairs Council of Philadelphia. Craig, great to have you. The Israeli and the American perspective on this practice is very clear, but if you could maybe explain the Palestinian perspective on this pay for slay, what is it? Can a Palestinian president, even if he really wanted to, bring it to an end?
Well, those are both parts of a good question. I think in terms of their perspective, it really is that there's a law in the Palestinian Authority that says that anyone who is imprisoned by the Israelis for activities in the struggle, as they call it, against the occupation, as they call it, is to be compensated. Their family, that is to say, is to be compensated while they're in prison. And they view this as, they view obviously their cause and the struggle as being just. Of course, they view it that way. And they believe that taking care of the families of people who participate in that struggle is also just and required in order for those families to stay out of poverty. As to whether any Palestinian leader could end the practice, I think that's highly doubtful. I think this is a practice that is deeply ingrained, essentially a consensus among Palestinians, whatever differences of opinion they may have about who should be in charge or what their leaders should do. I think there's pretty much unanimous consent for this particular practice, and so ending it would just be politically not feasible. They've already suffered economically significantly because the United States has cut aid, as your reporter noted. But even before that, even before we did that, we were already deducting what we calculated internally, what the American government calculated internally to be these payments from the assistance that we were giving them. And again, as you've noted, the Israelis are now deducting it from the taxes they collect. So they're really being kind of dinged for this, if you will, 3 times over. And yet the practice continues, I think, again, because it's just politically impossible for them to do anything else.
World Affairs Council of Philadelphia CEO Craig Snyder. Craig, thanks so much. We appreciate it.